Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, Cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how to make my beautiful Mount Everest curry from the beautiful country of Nepal. This curry is amazing and really easy to do. Okay, first thing you're going to need is all of that stuff. There'll be a full list of all the ingredients right at the end of the video so you can write it down, okay, and play along later. Alright, so here I've got 1 cup's worth of yogurt. I'm using a Greek style yogurt because I couldn't find any Nepalese yogurt, so I'm going to put that into a bowl. I'm going to add in half a teaspoon's worth of ground turmeric, right, just like that, and give all of that a bit of a stir. Look at the way that changes colour. Now if you've got a bench top that is as light as mine, be really careful because it will stain your bench top. Alright, so here I've got a kilo of chicken thighs. Cut those up into nice little chunks just like that, right, and try and make each piece as evenly sized as possible. You can actually do this without cutting up into chunks, but it'll take a lot longer to cook, and the flavor when you've got more edges of your protein for a flavor to develop around, it is more flavor. Alright, so just cut all of that up and put that straight into the bowl. We're going to give all of that a really good stir through and make sure every piece of chicken is coated with that amazingly simple marinade. The turmeric is going to add a real nice flavor and color, and the yogurt is going to tenderize that meat. Leave that alone for around about 30 minutes so we can contemplate life. Okay, I'm going to add in some salt and pepper, or mustard seeds, sorry. So it's a quarter teaspoon's worth of mustard seeds, and I've added in about a teaspoon's worth of salt. Put that in a mortar and pestle, grind it up till it looks something like that. Okay, and there's no real need to toast off the mustard seeds. If you want to go for that extra step to make it even more authentic, you can. A little bit of oil in a wok or pan, and I'm simply just going to start adding in our chicken, right? Just a little bit at a time, just like that. And as you can see, I'm using around about 60% power on that. This is a 1200 watt hot plate. You work out the math as to how hot I'm cooking it. Alright, I've left a little bit of our yogurt in the bowl. All I'm simply going to do now is just start cooking this chicken off. Just get a little bit of colour on there. It's not going to take very long at all. This dish is quite quick and will end up being incredibly tender for how quick it does take to cook. Alright, just keep stirring your chicken pieces around and make sure we got no stickage or anything like that. You might want to increase your heat, decrease your heat as you go along. I do it by feel. I'm not going to say you have to cook it at this temperature for this long. Anyway, here I've got a small or medium red onion. I've just given that a nice little slice. As you can see, those beautiful little slices there. Keep stirring that through like that. They'll cook off really quickly, right, in no time. We're going to add our salt and mustard seeds. They're going in out of our little baby mortar, right, and you can use a spice grinder if you wanted to, but the mortar and pestle breaks those mustard seeds up quite nicely. Right, once again, stir those through, and we start getting in with the rest of our ingredients. Alright, so I'm going to be adding in around about 3 tomatoes, giving those a nice little bit of a dice. Right, they're going straight in just like that. A couple of bay leaves. As I said, at the end of the video will be the correct amount of ingredients. Alright, I'm also going to add in 5 cardamom pods, half a teaspoon's worth of clove powder. I'm also going to add in half a teaspoon's ground cinnamon, about 2 teaspoons worth of ginger paste, 2 teaspoons of garlic paste. I'm also going to add in 1.5 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1.5 teaspoons worth of ground coriander, and as I said, about half a teaspoon worth of garam masala and 2 bay leaves. And if you want to add in a little bit of chili to go along with that, go for it. If you want to make it a little bit spicier, I have to be careful around here with chili, and Mrs. KP, she doesn't get along well with capsaicin. It does affect her body. Alright, so I try and keep things a little bit milder at times. But if you want to add in about half a teaspoon or sort of quarter teaspoon's worth of chili or chili paste, you can. Alright, so give all of this a good stir through, just like that. Alright, and this is one of those meals where you just sort of throw everything together after the crucial little bit of browning, and you have that sort of deal, and just forget about it for a bit. And we're going to cook that off for around about 20 to 30 minutes or so. Right, it's not going to take very long at all. Okay, and I'll pop the lid on. That's just going to steam through and cook things off absolutely beautifully. And if you haven't tried Nepalese food before, wow, it is some of the best tasting food in the world. I love momos especially. They're an amazing little morsel to eat. Alright, we've got some fresh coriander, and we've got, it's about half a bunch worth of coriander. I'm just going to be using the tips only. All the stems and roots I have actually put into a freezer bag, and when I want to make up another curry paste or something like that, I can take those out and grind those up. We're going to serve that up with some steamed rice and green peas, just like that. And before you know it, we're going to serve up our curry, and what we do with the fried, or what we do with the rice, sorry, I'm stuttering on this one, apologise. We just put the rice, the peas, put it in the rice cooker, let it cook, and you're going to end up with something like that. How good does that look? I'm going to serve that up with a couple of little naan breads to sop up some of the juice, and cut a little bit more fresh coriander over the top. It's going to make it look pretty and make it taste even better. Love to see you try and make this one at home. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And if you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence and make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified every time a new video goes up. Hey, share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We are trying to get the name of KP's Kingdom out there. Leave a comment. I love reading, love responding to you all. In the meantime, if you want to learn how to make another new cuisine, something you might not have tried before, something you didn't realise was amazing and easy to do, or you need to come and join the family, my family, hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. Off to eat my Mount Everest curry, my Nepalese curry, and I will catch you next time. Bye.